Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best fondue pot. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is Deluxe Stainless. Deluxe Stainless can't give it stars, don't think design was well tested or thought out. Overfilling all the side cups did not provide sufficient food for dipping. Would probably need to refill all cups times the skewers would often scratch the bottom of the pot, which will only wear down the non-stick aspect quickly. They should have wooden or silicone skewers, something softer so it doesn't scratch the pot. Not sure why, but the temperature seemed to shut off on its own as soon as it was brought to temperature. Could not find reason in manual, had to pause mid-meal to completely unplug and replug everything to bring it back up to temperature, and it's not as if we were eating slowly. We were pretty eager to enjoy the cups, and bracket will tip the entire unit sideways if you are not careful with your food stabbing in the cups. The extension cord could definitely be longer. Unless your table is literally a foot from an outlet, you will need an extension cord. There is a metal disc that's supposed to hold the skewers in the pot, but they just seemed to do a poor job and get in the way, if you ask me. Made it harder to bring your dipped food out of the pot with the opening significantly reduced by id canned. These are all things we noticed upon first use, so as I said, I don't think it was really well tested in the kitchen before it was produced. I also noticed Bed Bath & Beyond was selling this for cheaper around Christmas, so not thrilled. The number 4 on the list is Bosca Tealight Tapas. Bosca Tealight Tapas. I did lots of fondue hunting. How big of a pot do I want? Electric or that fuel gel, stainless or cast iron or porcelain? What company? My god, the list goes on and on. I ran into this one and thought, what a novel idea. It runs off of Tealight candles. Love that idea, so simple. Light the candle and heat the porcelain and no worries, it keeps the cheese great temperature. You could take this thing anywhere if you really wanted to do fondue outside your home or over to a friend's house, and no cord to trip on or fuel gel to worry about. Just pop the candle under it and ready to go. I literally just got done with a fondue as I'm writing this. The pot is a great size for people and could accommodate, but that would be tops. You do make the fondue in another pot on this stove top. However, that is how you should do it. Then use the pot to keep it warm so the cheese and the wine can mix properly. The picture does this pot justice. It is elegant, beautiful and simple to clean. Tealight candles are so cheap. I recommend the Prime Light ones made in. I can't say enough about this little fondue set. Yes, it comes with one Tealight candle to get you start. I will definitely be going to Bosca for all my cheese tools and other neat items they offer on their website. The ceramic pot looks small, but it holds a little over 2 cups of liquid or a fondue recipe with of cheese. The instructions say that it should be immersed in water for hours before use. I don't know if it's a one-time thing or it has to be done before each use. Since it's not a lot of work, I immerse it in water before each use just to be safe. There are holes at the base of the feet where water can get into the interior of the pot, which is probably what prevents the pot from cracking due to heat. The number 3 on the list is Cuisinart CFO. Cuisinart CFO. I love this fondue pot. I have owned several fondue pots over the last 20 years, and this is the best one. Yet it is so easy to use, easy to clean, and stores nicely. I researched a lot before buying this fondue pot, and I can say that it's the best fondue pot out there. I have actually bought 3 of this fondue pot. My hubby and I loved it so much that we bought it for a friend's wedding who decided to have fondue for their reception. Everyone was asking where we bought how much it was and saying how quick and easy it was to use. I think we made some sales that day. I have two at home since we usually do a 3-course fondue night dinner. The cleanup on the pots is so fast, just a little soap and a quick wipe gets rid of everything, which means no scrubbing between courses. The pot heats up amazingly fast. I think it took less than to heat up a full pot of in sauce for cooking our meats seafood. In fact, it was so fast that I didn't have time to do all my preparation I usually do when I have to wait for the sterno to heat up my old fondue pot and had to have help. I love the fact that the pot has a wide mouth to it. It allows many fondue forks to be able to be sitting in the pot at once. I think we had people in one pot at the wedding, which is a lot. The number 2 on the list is Nostalgia Electric Chocolate. Nostalgia Electric Chocolate used this awesome chocolate fountain at the dessert table for my son's wedding. What a hit with the fruit platter. It was semi-easy to set up. I read reviews to clean it right away and totally didn't do that. It took me about 20 minutes to clean off the hardened chocolate by using soap and hot water. I thought it was going to be so much harder, so I was delightfully surprised. I didn't think it was loud at all. But then again, we were outside. The flow of the chocolate was really pretty. I used the microwavable Wilton's fountain chocolate and it was super simple and so delicious. The distance of the fountain bowls made it easy to choose all different kinds of sizes of fruit to add the chocolate to. The kids were so pumped over it and the adults turned into kids using it, so super happy with this fountain. I'm buying another one so we can have two going at future events. I purchased this unit for a function I was holding people. It was such a hit, worked really well, and we used Belgium fondue chocolate. We had no issues with the chocolate lumping and so no oil was required to be added. The kids went nuts and just loved it. The only thing I would recommend is putting a large tray underneath so that if the chocolate drips off the machine it doesn't mess your tablecloth and keeps it relatively neat. I can't wait to try the caramel on the next round of use. Totally recommend this. And one more note, the banquet hall we were at wanted to charge to use their machine, so I bought this excellent for a wedding too. The number 1 on the list is Swismer Lugano. Swismer Lugano. We have a stainless fondue for meats and love it. This Swismer fondue for cheese is excellent quality. I use the pot on my stove to melt and prepare the cheese and it easily transfers to the fondue pot holder for serving. The metal base of which it sits is sturdy, no chance of it tipping over. I placed the pot and holder on a trivet to safeguard my table just in case the burner got hot, but it did not. The porcelain-covered cast iron is heavy, which keeps the pots heated and cheese melted. The pot is very easy to clean. I used the recipe in the box and it is plenty for 4 people. Other recipes are on the internet if you want something different, but this Swismer recipe is very good. If you want to use the fondue pot right away upon receipt, make sure you buy the recommended fuel cans at the same time. None come with the pot. You will not be disappointed. When I retired, I wanted one thing and that was to do as little as possible. I'm a hopeless recluse that don't require a lot to make me happy, and I have perfected the art of doing noting and I'm expert at it. I like things within reach that I use on a daily. So when I came across this item I just had to have it because it has multiple uses and none are fondue, but to each its ow. The little heat caddy it comes with is my new best friend and it keeps me inspired and I feel good using it, as well as its pot. I recommend this to anyone who has an appreciation for well-made sturdy merchandise that's long-lasting, multi-purpose and convenient.